Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are in the beautiful city of Krakow.
And it is morning. It is actually not even 9 o'clock. We got up really early today. It gets dark at like 3.
It gets dark way too early. I'm so happy to be in Krakow. This is like one of my favorite cities in Poland for sure. Last night we got here and there was a pizza guy delivering pizza on rollerblades.
Oh yeah.
How can you not say this is the best city if that happens here?
And I feel like there's a big nightlife scene here because we got up early and I swear there were still people like partying and getting
7:30.
food, getting their breakfast after being up all night. But it was nice to see the square start to like wake up and the restaurants start to set up their patios and stuff. So we got an early start and we're excited to see some things that we haven't seen before.
Let's go. Okay, we're walking up a hill and we're going to this mound. Now this mound is important. I guess a king, well, the story's kind of like, I don't know, like some people, and
there are apparently 4 mounds here in Krakow. 2 that are prehistoric, 2 that are non-prehistoric. So we're going up to one that has a good view of the city.
But the coolest part to me is that they say that the dirt from this mound is from all over Poland. So a king died, and people would come and as like some sort of offering, I guess, they would bring dirt. Like from what I read, they had dirt up their sleeves and then they would put it on this mound. So the mound is built from dirt from people traveling all over Poland.
Yeah, they're all 4 are man-made mounds with soil.
Pretty cool, I think. Well, that mound is high. Like, is it... It's like crazy to think that if that story is true, that people actually carried dirt. That mound, that would have been a lot of dirt. A lot of people. Is that...
I don't know if it's true. There's like lots of skepticism online, but from here you can get a great view of the old town and you can also see another one of the mounds, which was pretty cool.
So right behind us, we're actually at it's like a quarry, okay? And this is the spot that they filmed Schindler's List, or like some of Schindler's List here.
And I read that Spielberg didn't want to use the actual concentration camp out of respect. And so he used this for the set of the filming, and we thought we could go down, but it looks like it's covered in water. It looks like a swamp almost.
So you guys know I'm like an animal lover. I like my dogs, I like my cats. So this guy, it's hard to tell if people speak Polish or if they speak English. So I'm walking in this park here, and I see this dog. It's a little cute little dog. I'm like, hi. I'm like, hi. And the guy looks at me, Polish guy. He's like, no. I'm like, okay, okay.
We did make our way down here where it does look like swamp grounds, but it's a bit eerie and it's weird to be here because we found an alley of graveyards and I'm not sure if they're real or if they're from the set. And it makes you feel kind of weird, like horrible things happened around here. I don't know, there's no way we could show how this feels.
There was a warning sign at the front. No fences though, but you can see like the old equipment. It looks like really old, really rusty, falling apart.
There's a cemetery nearby too, and
it's spooky down here.
Original concentration camp too. It's just we don't know how to feel here.
Spooky down here. Okay, last night we put out a Snapchat. Why am I saying it like that? We made a Snapchat, we snapped a Snapchat, and it was to see recommendations for places to eat, maybe have a little beer. And the most recommended place on Snapchat was called...
this one, Kuchnia U Babci Maliny. And we worked up an appetite because we walked all the way from the Krakow Mound through the old Jewish district all the way back to the old town square.
It's like 40 minutes, yeah?
Yeah, and we're hungry.
So this place is supposed to have some good food. It's supposed to be a little bit cheap too, or cheap as tourism.
I don't know how to say I'm hungry yet in Polish, but if you could teach me, that would help. I'll say it in every episode probably. To start, we got tomato soup, which is zupa pomidorowa. And it looks good. It's got pasta in it. And to drink, we got kompot because we are saving the beer for later, for tonight. I think it's like a fruit juice. Everyone else was ordering it, so that's what I ordered.
You know when you go to a restaurant and there's just like too many things on the menu? It took me like 5 minutes to decide what to order. Well, I went with something that had dill in it. I love dill, so I saw that there was like meatballs, chicken meatballs and dill and potato. But they had a lot of traditional, like I like how on the menu it's like grandmother's choices. Oh, that is so good.
It looks like you don't like it.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's really good.
Are you gonna share?
Fel ordered this. You can have it back. This looks wicked. This looks really nice, actually. Really well presented food for a reasonable price. Guys, I'm drunk on compote. Compote, it's like a juice water, but it's so good because it's not that sweet. In Mexico, you get really sweet drinks, but here, the drink, it was like a little bit of juice and more water. It's just perfect.
Really good recommendation. Thank you guys so much. The place is cash only. You order your food, pay, and then sit down and wait for them to ring your number. And it gets busy as the day goes on, so we got here almost as soon as it opened, which was a good call.
And I don't know if it was because we walked like for an hour today and like a few kilometers, but that food was great. I was like, I was starving. That food was like, that food was perfect, man. Yeah, that was good. Good, guys. Good recommendations. So this happens in every city in Europe. You know when you go and you're walking down the street and some guy's trying to give you flyers, or he's like, hey, and he tries to flag you down, and then I always pretend like I speak a different language, like, oh no, he's like, English, French, no, and then I'm like, Hungarian, and then he starts talking in Hungarian, like it's like these guys know every single language. So this next segment starts with a story. Back when I was growing up in a town very far away, my father bought me a toy. Or bought our family a toy, and we played with it every year, every day. And that toy was a pinball machine. Felicia actually had one too growing up.
I think that's so weird that we both had pinball machines in our homes growing up, and now they're both like collecting dust, needing to be sold.
No, I miss it. I miss playing it. So in Krakow here, they have a, what is it, fella? It's like a place where you play pinball. You drink beer too. Beer and pinball.
It's a museum.
Oh, it's a pinball museum.
Or like a collection of pinball
But you get to play them.
It's like an arcade, basically. We just want to go play games.
I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Are you ready to enter the Pinball Museum? So guys, if you're not familiar with pinball culture, like each one has something on it. So whether it's like a movie, a video game, a comic book character, each one has its own, like, I don't know, story kind of. Like if it's a Spider-Man game, you're following his adventures through the game. So you may think of it just as like, you know, hitting a couple balls, but there is a story behind everything.
I feel like Wes is very passionate about pinball. There's dozens of pinball machines, but other games too.
There's 50.
50? And a lot of them, like, it is kind of a museum because they tell you what day they're from. And a lot of them were made before we were even born. It's a pretty fun way to spend a few hours.
Do. You know what's great? Okay, let me tell you what's great.
Let's hear it.
She doesn't know what I'm gonna say. This is not scripted.
Do we ever know what Wes is gonna say?
Okay, sometimes we book hotels, Airbnbs, this time a hostel, but we need a private room because we've got so much stuff now.
And we like to vlog in the room.
Yeah, so we booked a private room, but what they gave us is 4 beds. So we actually have we have 4 beds in here, which is...
We each have our own bunk. The mattresses are a little bit lumpy here, but it's all good. We had another great day in Krakow. And next is either Tarnów or Katowice, I don't know if I'm saying them right.
We're trying to see some of the different cities. These are, by the way, these are all recommendations that we've gotten in the comments.
Yes. A lot of people recommended the salt mines and Auschwitz. We will go there at some point, but...
We're like Can you imagine this? Like Wes and Felicia here going on a tour, making a video, like with like 20 other people. It just doesn't make sense for us.
It's not what we want right now, but it is a great thing to do if you're in the area, maybe next summer.
When we have more time, when we're staying in Poland in 2018 for a little bit longer.
Because you know it's going to happen.
That's it. Then we'll do like things like that. But because I think you have to do it with a tour. So
yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you had a fun day. I know we did. And
adios, amigo.
And before we forget, we wanted to
say happy birthday to Marta from
Marty Court.
She's like, we met her in Łódź last year. She's good. She's good people. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Marta. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy